I would like to address something that I've been having to deal with for quite some time. This is an issue that I face on an almost daily basis. And this week I've had to deal with it even more because we're in New York.
Pretty much everybody who's got two brain cells to rub together and has taken the time to take a cursory look into some of these things knows that Hollywood psychopathic puppets glory in satanic terminology and ritual abuse, symbolism, and covert messaging. And they waste no time covertly slipping their perversions to the unsuspecting masses. We know from Corey Feldman, Corey Haim, and Milo Yiannopoulos, and many others who've come forward, and also from the sexual crap that came out about Michael Jackson, Kevin Spacey, and Harvey Weinstein, just to name a few, that there's rampant pedophilia happening all the time in Tinseltown. Because people love to use their positions of power to manipulate the weak-minded. Unfortunately, because of the position YouTube has taken with regard to how much you can say on their platform about this topic, I gotta be careful what I say here. I have to kind of censor myself. Channels in the past sought to use their platform to spread the knowledge about how sick and pervasive these Hollywood pedos are in an effort to raise awareness and save children from hypersexualization, manipulation, and abuse. On that note, last night I was going over the news stories for the day and this video came up in my recommended list. It's from the Jimmy Kimmel Live YouTube channel. The video is entitled Jimmy Kimmel and Jimmy Fallon Finally Clear Up Who is Who. It was uploaded on October 24th and has over 3.1 million views with a stellar like to dislike ratio. People love these guys. They're very popular and showcase a lot of Hollywood and music industry celebrities. One of the reasons I clicked on Kimmel's video is because he, like most late night talk show hosts, loves to virtue signal as he calls for politicians to forcefully remove our rights, like the right to self-defense and freedom of speech. The video features Jimmy Kimmel and Jimmy Fallon trying to draw a distinction between each other because apparently people confuse one Jimmy with the other. In the skit, the more they try to draw a distinction, the more it becomes obvious that they have very similar likes and interests. Any guesses as to what some of those likes and interests are? Well, stay tuned. So I'm watching this video and I get to this part right here.
Like pizza is everyone's favorite for lunch.
Well, it certainly is mine.
Mine too.
Now, before we watch the rest of this, some of you are aware of what happened a couple years ago where an investigation was centered around a certain popular pizza joint in the Washington, D.C. area where the owner of that pizza joint was oddly listed as one of the most popular people in Washington's District of Criminals. The owner was closely linked with Hillary Clinton and Clinton's campaign chair, John Podesta, who also previously served as the White House Chief of Staff under Bill Clinton and was the counselor to Barack Obama. And the thing about John Podesta and his brother Tony is that they had this bizarre fascination with pedo art. Podesta was the one who was always saying all the out-of-place things about pizza in the WikiLeaks emails.
Like pizza is everyone's favorite for lunch.
Well, it certainly is mine.
Mine too.
Guys, we all know that Hollywood is really big on displaying symbolism to the masses. So stay with me because we're going to get back to the importance of the Jimmy Kimmel, Jimmy Fallon skit in a minute. First, I want you to hear something relevant about this from Ben Swan, which was recorded a couple years ago.
So what exactly is Pizzagate? And are there any actual facts to support the story? I've got to warn you, what we're going to talk about tonight will be disturbing to some people, but this is a reality check you won't see anywhere else. Pizzagate actually comes from the WikiLeaks release of hacked emails from Clinton campaign chairman John Podesta. In all, WikiLeaks dumped around 50,000 email messages, and it was from those emails that the claims that John Podesta may be part of a child sex trafficking ring come from. Now, to be clear, not one single email in the Podesta emails discusses child sex trafficking or pedophilia. That is a fact. But there are dozens of what seem to be strangely worded emails dealing with pizza and handkerchiefs. Self-described online investigators say that those words in the emails about pizza and the talk of handkerchiefs is code language used by pedophiles. So how did a DC pizza parlor get pulled into the story? Well, again, read any mainstream report and they indicate that pizza was somehow linked to this fake story and has no relation to anyone involved. But the truth is, that's not true either.
By the way, you need to understand that Hollywood and Washington's District of Legally Protected Criminals are the psychological operations manipulation class who work hand in hand with corporate oligarchs to distribute mind-numbing propaganda to the masses as they attempt to normalize perverted behavior like the hypersexualization and abuse of children.
What media is ignoring is that the Comet Ping Pong Pizza place is actually referenced in the Podesta emails at least a dozen or so times, and that the owner of that place, James, is a friend of John Podesta. He was actually named, this is kind of strange, by GQ magazine as one of the top 50 most powerful people in Washington. Yes, we're talking about a pizza parlor owner. Now let's talk facts here. There is no solid evidence that pizza is being used to run a child sex trafficking ring, but there are some very strange connections between pizza and a second pizza place 2 doors over, Pizza, and the accusations of pedophilia. Now, this is where things start to get strange when you research this story. Now, to begin, I need to show you a 2007 unclassified FBI document. That document, according to the FBI, contains commonly used symbols by pedophiles to express their preference in children. I want you to see these images here. These are the images. Notice this one on the end, the triangle. That image signifies something called boy love. The pizza place next door to Pizza, well, this was their logo until only a few weeks ago. Clearly, you can see that the logo actually contains the same image, I'm going to show you again, as that boy lover image. Interestingly, after Pizzagate investigators pointed this out, the Pizza changed their logo, and there it is now. They've removed the triangle. Also, owned by is the place where a number of performance artists perform regularly. 2 of the groups that perform there, who you can see advertised, by the way, on this poster, include a group called Heavy Breathing and another group called Sex Stains. Well, if you check out the YouTube videos by these bands, Heavy Breathing has songs that do joke about pedophilia, and the band Sex Stains has a video that includes, and you see it right there, that same boy lover symbol. It's nearly identical to the one that the FBI does say is a pedophile code symbol for boy love. As I said, there are some strange things there. As for the owner of the pizza place, well, he was one time in a relationship with David Brock, who ran Media Matters for America. Well, since Pizzagate began to blow up online, he has made his Instagram profile, Jimmy Comet, private. But an archive search of Instagram reveals a number of strange photographs and words with strange and disturbing images associated with them. Look, to the point where we can't show you those pictures. We're not even going to describe them to you because some viewers would find it too disturbing to share on TV.
And image after image that Ben's talking about here centered around the perverted use of pizza as they related to the sexual desire for children, which brings us back to this clip in the Jimmy Kimmel video.
Like pizza is everyone's favorite for lunch.
Well, it certainly is mine.
Mine too. I love pizza.
Yeah.
In fact, I'm wearing pizza underpants right now. Look at this. Look cute.
No way.
But wait, there's more. After they reveal that they have pizza-patterned underwear, they of course have to add something sexual immediately after displaying the imagery that's associated with child sex abuse. Here's what they say.
Nipples. Did you say nipples?
Mm-hmm.
Why would you say that?
I don't know, I say it all the time.
Me too. Nipples.
Why would you even add that, especially right after displaying pizza underwear? But wait, there's more. Next, Fallon says this.
Have you had a DNA test? Because I just did a 23andMe.
Yeah, I have actually.
Well, turns out I'm 100% that bitch.
There's so much cryptic messaging here, guys, brought out into the open under the cover of humor. And you can call it coincidence all you want, but check this out. 23andMe, 100% that bitch, 23. If you look under the World Health Organization or WHO website, Chapter 23 deals specifically with child sexual abuse. It states, this chapter summarizes the evidence of a relationship between child sexual abuse and subsequent mental disorder. Child sexual abuse, CSA, typically includes unwanted and inappropriate sex solicitation of or exposure to a child by an older person. Guys, this is directly from the World Health Organization, often referred to as WHO. And of course, the title of this video is Jimmy Kimmel and Jimmy Fallon finally clear up who is who. Yeah, it's all just a coincidence. So we have pizza as a symbol of child sex abuse, Jimmy Kimmel and Jimmy Fallon joking about wearing, of all things, pizza-patterned underwear, the joke about routinely saying nipples, 23andMe and 100% that bitch, which in certain contexts, like in prison, if someone's your bitch, they're your sex slave. And Chapter 23 just happens to specifically address child sex abuse by adults from the World Health Organization or WHO. Yeah, just coincidence, guys. Go back to sleep. It's just coincidence. There's nothing to see here. Fallon then jokes about poking a lady in the eye. Then Kimmel says he poked the same lady in the other eye. Then they say this bizarre thing about being a baby in the womb.
When I was a baby, I absorbed my twin brother in the womb.
So did I. His name is Larry.
When I was a baby, I absorbed my twin brother in the womb.
Guys, they just can't get away from this child theme in this skit. But wait, there's more. After this, they both roll up their sleeves to reveal, of all things, that they both have tattoos of the little person tattoo from the 1980s TV show Fantasy Island. Then they say this.
You know, I think I'm starting to understand why this is so hard for everybody.
So hard for everybody, hard for everybody.
It's hard for everybody? I wonder what that's a code for. Maybe it's not a code at all. Just another coincidence. They then both get off of their stools to meet in the bathroom where they say this of all things.
Can I see you in the bathroom for a second?
Yeah.
I want to show you something.
You have a small penis too?
Yeah.
Wow, something else sexual. Who would have ever thought? And of course, they top it all off with this, which from the surface doesn't make any sense at all.
A message from the Church of Jesus Christ of Latter-day Saints.
Most people who are clued into the news know that there are reports that routinely come out about the Mormon Church being embroiled in sex abuse allegation after sex abuse allegation. This only seems to fit if you take into consideration that it's consistent with all the other cryptic symbolism and language that they used in this skit. And as another significant piece to this puzzle, in this scene from Jerry Seinfeld's Comedians in Cars Getting Coffee, Seinfeld says this as he sat down to breakfast with, of all people, Jimmy Fallon.
That looks great, thank you. What you want in a pancake is to have the consistency of young human flesh.
The consistency of young human flesh.
It's spongy, it has life to it.
You were the guy with brightly colored undergarments, and you got soft human flesh in front of you. You're in a weird place.
I'm looking forward to this. This is really going to be a great pancake.
Did you catch the colored underwear part there?
You were the guy with brightly colored undergarments, and you got soft human flesh in front of you. You're in a weird place.
I'm looking forward to this. This is really going to be a great pancake.
Now, no assertions are being made in this video, just observations. So YouTube, cool your censorship-loving jets. What do you guys think about this? Leave your thoughts about this for the world and the Google Thought Police in the comments section below, and I'll see you guys in the next heavily censored shadow ban video. Before you go, check out our new shirt designs in the shirt store. Here's the Beta Hates America design. Hell no, you're not taking my AR-15. And nobody needs an AR-15. Well, nobody needs a whiny little bitch either. And yet, here you are. And against all enemies, Democrat and Republican. There are over 90 other kick-ass designs in the store and the link's in the description. Your purchase supports the message of freedom on this channel. If you get something out of this content, help me beat YouTube's censorship algorithms by liking and sharing this video. And while you're here, why not watch a couple more of my videos? Until next time, stand firm, stay vigilant, and for the sake of all that is right and good, stop giving your rights away to tyrannical psychopaths who want to destroy this country.